Joining us in the kitchen today is Stephen Jackson.
All right, Port Arthur, Texas finest. We had such a good time with him the last time, and he had a good time too, so we came back and asked him more questions that we just came up with and dreamed up.
You have 6 kids. What is something you do that annoys them?
I'm overprotective. They hate that. I'm overprotective. I don't let nobody talk to if they talk to somebody, say something crazy to my kids on Instagram or anything, I go crazy. They say I'm a little overprotective.
Well, you've got daughters. What's it like for boys that try to talk to Steven Jackson's daughter?
I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine. That's not going well. That is not going well.
Well, it's not going well because, you know, I spoil my daughters, and I always tell them if a guy can't do more than what I do for you, then you don't need him. So it's going to be tough. They got big shoes to fill.
But how nervous are those boys when they come in, they walk in the door, and they realize that it's you? How nervous do those little boys get?
You know, I haven't met too many of them. I think the ones that I've spoken to before on the phone or on social media, they've been pretty cool. They'll call, I'll be like, hello? Hi, Mr. Jackson. What you want? Well, I'm Tamia's, I'm using my oldest daughter as an example. I'm Tamia's boyfriend. So? Well, I just wanted to introduce myself. So? Okay, nice talking to you. So?
How much fun is it to do that? Because dads seem to love to do that to their daughters. How much fun is that for you?
You know, me, I don't think I ever have to be that harsh. But my daughters are sweethearts. They have beautiful moms and intelligent moms. So, you know, I think I'll never have to go that far. But I would like to play jokes on some of their little guy friends.
Were you a problem child at all for your mom?
Oh yeah, no question. You can't tell. Yeah, I was a problem child, but you know, my mom, she had 2 brothers that really kept me in line. My Uncle Michelle, my Uncle Sam. So, you know, they kept me in line. But I tried a lot of stuff. Trust me, I did.
Well, when's the last time your mom had to scream at you about something?
Probably the other day when this Steve Francis stuff came out on the internet.
Yeah, well, Steven, why'd you have to grab Steve Francis by the throat? This video came out. You say the video was old, but we're wondering what happened in the first place. You guys seemed to be cool, and then you had your hands around his neck.
Well, we were never cool. I mean, I don't hang with him. You know, I don't call him. Like we've never been in the same circles. I was paid to be at a concert I had with another rapper named Rocco. Shout out to Rocco. And it was too packed for me to get to the stage because the club was so packed. So one of my homeboys, which is the DJ, his name DJ Tho, he just told me to come do my show in the DJ booth. So I go in the DJ booth because it was a short walk, and as soon as I start rapping, he jumps up on the back of the stage, on the back of the DJ booth, and as he didn't know one word to my songs, I don't know why he jumped up there. He bumped me 2 times with his midsection. I felt this belt bumping me on my neck. So I'm like, I look at him the second time and I don't say it. So the third time he does it, and I almost fall on the DJ. So I turn around, I stop rapping, the music's still going. I asked him to get down. He said something crazy. One thing led to another. My hand ended up on his throat, and next thing you know, he in cuffs. But the police took him out. I mean, like I said, I was paid to be there. I don't know what he was going through at the time to feel like he could jump up there. This is a service announcement for everybody. All basketball players are not cool. All basketball players do not hang out. But it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, it was a couple months ago. The police took him outside and let him go. You know, I haven't seen him since, and I don't have any problems with him. But it was bad timing because I was paid to be there.
Your hands ended up around his neck.
One thing led to another.
It wasn't that big of a deal. How big of a deal do you think it was for him when he had his hands around his neck?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, like that. I don't know how he was raised. Like I wouldn't just jump up on somebody's stage knowing that me and him don't talk, or you know, it was just, I don't know what he was thinking to do that. I mean, he was totally out of line. And you know, I don't think, you know, I think he kind of disrespected me when I asked him to get down, and you know, one thing led to another. But I didn't punch him or anything like that because that wasn't necessary. Because I see once I had my hand around his throat how he was really in retreat. So you know, I hate it happened, but once again, man, like I don't, you know, I don't have any problem with anybody, but I don't feel comfortable with a man's belt line hitting me on the back of my neck. I mean, I will never be comfortable with that.
You are always keeping it real. What did he say? What did he say that finally made you do that?
You know what? Honestly, I can't remember what he said. I think it was more of his reaction when he kind of sat down and looked and kind of gave me a reaction like, why am I saying something to him or why am I telling him to get down? And one thing, you know, it was in the club, so you couldn't really hear exact words, but you know, you can tell a lot from a person's reactions, and you know, I just reacted like that once I felt disrespected.
I give you a career do-over. I let you do anything in your past over again. What do you choose to do differently?
You know, I think I would do over how the season ended for me this year.
I wonder how all of that felt, though, watching the finals, because you had to imagine the way that Danny Green disappeared at the end and all the shots he got at the beginning. You had to imagine to yourself, well, that could have been me out there. They could have used me in Game 6 and 7.
Man, y'all know I make love to pressure. Y'all know that. You know, that's what I do. I mean, my whole career, you know, it's documented what I do in big games and in the playoffs and stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, I mean, that's when I shine. A lot of guys are not meant to play in those minutes and when the lights come on like that. Nothing against Danny Green, but I know what I can do in the playoffs and in that time like that. So I just wish I could have been out there.
My father has a question for you, Stephen. Go ahead, Poppy.
What is the most romantic thing you have done for your wife?
Well, the most romantic thing I've done for her was, I think not too long ago, she came home from Atlanta, and I had a car service pick her up. She got in the car was full of rose petals. She showed up to the house. I was standing outside with more roses in a tuxedo. Yeah, and I brought in the house. There was more roses in the house, and when she came to the house, I had a chef there that cooked us a four-course meal, excuse me. And I had the table all decked out, more flowers on the table, chocolates, candles. It was just something spur of the moment I wanted to do for her.
No, just like that. It wasn't even a special occasion. It was just something you wanted to do.
Yeah, it wasn't a special. I try to give her flowers every now and then to show how much I appreciate it, because she, you know, you have to be a strong woman to deal with me, and she's still with me, so I gotta appreciate it every day. Every day she's still with me.
Steven Jackson out here making it hard on the rest of us.
Yes,
Now we all got to come home with limousines and flowers.
He can protect her and he can woo her.
I thought you looked out for your teammates, Steven. Now all of us got to do this stuff.
Hey, you gotta love your woman so nobody else won't. I tell you that.
Stephen, excellent advice, excellent life advice. Thank you for being on with us again.
Nah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Gracias.